Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to an episode of Starting From Scratch. Now take a look at this team I come up right up to begin with. Bent, Walcott and Ox. Oh my days, that is just a disgusting attack. The 4-3-3 formation is pretty much all about counter-attacking. That's what it bases itself on. If you have fast, a fast top three, you will do well with the team. But fortunately for me, my 3-5-2 British Premier League side is actually really good. It seriously is. I'd recommend it to a lot of people. I made it in the last episode. If you guys want to go ahead and check that, there'll also be a link at the end of the video if you would just rather watch through this video and then watch me build my Premier League side a little later on. So I had Cisse and Morales up front, and what a combination they are. But Morales seems to steal the limelight right at the beginning. The first few games he does so well. Unfortunately, though, in FIFA 13, he is only a 3-star skiller, I believe. I remember in FIFA 12, he was 4-star, and that would have been a fantastic combination. That would have meant that both my strikers were 4-star skillers. But, I mean, Morales also has 4-star weak foot, and it is just lethal. You know, playing him on the right side, it works pretty well. You know, he does have that 4-star weak foot, like I said, so he is alright to shoot on his left foot. He is just a very strong player in general. The 1-2 passing between this team is very good. You also, obviously, Tarat being one of the strongest players in the sides with 5-star skills and 5-star weak foot, you know that he's going to do damage. One of the things, though, that I'm kind of surprised about is I know he just scored there, but I've been playing with him recently, and he doesn't score a lot of goals for me. Yes, he sets them up and things, but unlike my 3-5-2 non-rare Spanish side, where my center attacking mid gets lots of goals, it's quite the opposite, really, with this particular team. But my first ever game with my Premier League side, I win 5-1 with 4 goals from Morales and 1 goal from Abdel Tarat. Unfortunately, though, no goals for Cisse, but you guys would have to wait and watch a few more games to see what you guys think to Cisse himself. But we're still in Division 3, I believe it is, and Division 3 is much easier than Division 4 from what I found out. I just felt as though things seemed much Easier, but I came up against one of the most dreaded players I have felt in FIFA 13, and that is Dimitar Berbatov, the Fulham player. I've just got a question. I don't know why in real life no other clubs actually tried to sign him. I think he's a quality player. But a nice little stop and turn from Cisse, and what a goal that was. I mean, that was a great little piece of skill move just to squeeze himself past 2 players. But not to mention, Etherington completely bamboozles my defense and puts it in the back of the net to make it 1-1. But like I was saying, you know, Cisse is a quality player in this. You know, Berbatov, he's the one player that I played in every game that I've played on FIFA 13, and I've come up against Berbatov. I've never ever managed to not concede to Berbatov. For some strange reason, I always concede to him at least once in a game, which is kind of strange, really. I feel as though his shot is just incredible. He's got a very strong shot. But at halftime, I was 2-1 up, and feeling pretty good about myself, feeling strong, feeling as though I could go on and win this game. And De Giro seems quite good. One complaint I do have about De Giro is that his positioning is wacky. And how about that for a scrappy goal to concede? I was pretty disappointed conceding that, but since it was to Giggsy, then I'll let it slide. But like I was saying, De Giro's man marking, I suppose is the way to put it, or the positioning, is really iffy. Like, he'll be running with a player, then just suddenly stop, and then start running again, and it will give the attacking player loads of space in front of him. And it's happened to me a couple times, and it's kind of really annoying me. But Abdel Tarat there getting another goal, and that's kind of ironic considering I said he doesn't get much goals, but promise me guys, he doesn't get that much. Yeah, but you know, this team is just cracking. Again, he gets really lucky with the rebounds. I mean, how unlucky do I have to be? You know, Julius Caesar did a great job there of doing his best to stop it, but I did win 4-3, and that's what matters. And that means I was at least going to stay in Division 3, and no chance of being demoted or relegated, I suppose. And I only needed 1 more win to go ahead and be promoted, and 2 more wins to get the league title. But at the moment, Asaidi, I think, you know, he's getting involved in the game. My thoughts on him are, he's a good player, he's solid, he's a little bit flimsy on the ball. I feel as though he gets pushed off quite easily, but he's a good player, and I look forward to getting him on 9 chemistry when I decide to buy the left wing to left midfield card. But as you guys can see, one of the biggest tips I can give you is so I have 2 teams at the moment, and if you have them on your bench and reserves, if you didn't already know this, go ahead and put them on your bench and reserves, because if you go and play, like right now, I'm going to go play with my non-rare their Spanish side, and you guys will see that what happens is your subs and reserves will all gain fitness throughout their time. So that's one of the things I recommend. You know, if you like to rotate your squads quite often, make sure you don't bronze bench. Bronze bench is pointless in this game. It really is. Do not bronze bench, and instead use some of your other team players, and it just means that they'll gain fitness, and you'll save a lot of money on fitness cards and things like that. So that's one of the things I can recommend to you guys. But a great through ball, and would you like some salt with those chips, Adrian? You god. What an animal. That was a great little passing piece of passing play. A nice chip through ball, and Adrian finished it with the chip, which was rather delicious and tasty, I might add. But this Kone guy, Kone, however you'd like to say it, is really, really good. You know, he scored against me a few times. He just feels so fast, and whenever he gets in and around my box, I'm always nervous because he is very likely to put it in the back of the net. And how about that? From there, Adel Taarabt manages to go and score. But unfortunately for me, there was the weirdest penalty ever. You know, I had no control over that. That's just my keeper. You know, I can't control if my keeper is going to give away a penalty or not. But anyways, nevertheless, they were given a penalty. And as most of the times, a penalty goes in. And I was feeling a bit down with that, you know, in the 60th minute. To give away a penalty like that, I was really gutted. But with the spirit of the team, you know, the lads didn't want to lose this game. And so we went charging back, and we were looking for the equalizer at least, if not looking to win the game. But a really poor throw out from their keeper, an easy through ball, and I actually get very lucky here, you know. I didn't manage to finish it first time, but I got very lucky and cleaned it up the second time. But that'll do for this episode of Starting From Scratch. I hope you've all enjoyed this episode. If you have, then leaving a like. Let's see if we can hit 3,000 likes on this Starting From Scratch episode. And hope you all have a fantastic day. If you missed my career mode video, there was one just earlier. There'll be a link right now on the right hand side, and yesterday's Starting From Scratch where I built my Premier League side. Have a fantastic day. I'll catch you all later. Bye bye.
Staring at a blank canvas, behind closed doors, no cameras. How about I get my head down, move forward and never look backwards. Looking at the timing clearly, that time is nearly here. But are we prepared? You can sing along if you hear me. Let's make it a day to remember. Sing. They think it's over, then we go again. Pull over the globe, they're doing it how we do it. And all over the map, we're clapping, and at least we can say we were there when it happened. The beat keeps